Hey guys, Ragtag Gaming here, and today we're going to do more translations, and if you haven't seen that, then check the description for a link to that video. In the last video, we did song translations. Today, we are going to do short story translations. And I'm still with my esteemed colleague, Felipe.
I work at the Gumpty Gumption Police Department.
Yep, so we're going to get on reading here, and Mr. Felipe is going to read the first and third story, and I read the middle story. So without further ado, let's dive on into this action.
Shopping expedition, translated from English to Afrikaans, to Amharic, to Albanian, to Arabic. He was among the husband and wife in the festival in Pakistan. They passed a small shoe stop to visit his property and fled. In the Pakistani district on the top of it, from which you can come in foreign and come in my mother's shop. So he went for the couple. Pakistani man says, I wish I thought you have some special shoes, or said that this notice
Gurkmeal.
remarkable. To make the game have sex. Well, the woman was really interested to buy shoes, he claimed, but her husband feels that he really needs the hero was sex. Man says, can I survive the sex shoes? A man said, Pakistan is, why not see for yourself? Well, because a lot of his wife, who finally gave them to try them. The first sexual force... The first sexual force, after crawling in his heels, he had not seen his wife for years. There was this wild look in his eyes. A Pakistani man ran with a glance. He threw it on the table. A man began to disperse on the pants. A weird someone shouted across, Pakistani, you have a foot error at the foot of the air.
So, the next one I'm going to read, it's called Caught Speeding. It is translated from Armenian to Azerbaijani to Basque to Belarus. So should I read both parts, or do you want to read a part?
I'm reading two, so you can read the whole thing.
Okay. Female problem officers. Officer. Miss, you accelerate. Woman, oh I see. Officer, can I see your license, please? Woman, I like, but I do not need anyone. Officer, however. Woman, it was 4 times for drunk driving. Officer, I see. You can see your vehicle registration documents. He said I cannot do it. Officer, why not? Woman, I stole this car. Officer, stolen. Woman, yes, I killed the owner and attack. Officer, you know what? Woman, if you want to see in the trunk of his body parts are plastic. Slowly back to his car and calls the officer, looked at her within minutes, 5 police cars circle the car. Senior officer at his half-drawn gun slowly. The car is approaching. Officer 2. Andrea, you can take a car, please. He steps into the car. Mr. Problem is... Officer 2. One of my colleagues, I have stolen this car and murdered the owner, told me. Woman, the owner was killed. Officer 2. Yes, the trunk of the car. You can turn. But he found an empty trunk. The trunk is opened. Officer 2. This car is a lady. Woman. Well, here are the registration papers. The first officer was looking at. Officer 2. One of my officers who claimed no driver's license digs into her purse and pulled out a clutch purse and hands off an officer. Snaps open clutch bags and licensing officer are being investigated. Let's see here. Got to scroll a little bit. He looked quite surprised. Officer 2. Thank you, ma'am. One of the officers stole this car and the attack. No one that I have a license. You can kill the owner. Woman. Betcha lying at bastard. I told him to speed up. And that is Caught Speeding. And so Felipe will read the last one.
This guy needs help translated from English to Bengali to Bosnian to Bulgarian to Catalan. Below is a letter published in the British personal columns. I'm not a sailor, New Zealand Navy. Seatown, my parents and my sister, who lives in a suburb of Palmerston North in Manchester, England, was married to a man. My father and mother have recently been arrested for growing and selling marijuana, and now I have 2 sisters who are prostitutes. Auckland. Auckland. I 2 brothers, a data currently installed constipation poisonous plant. Auckland serve a life sentence without slave prison and probation violation 1994. Years for the murder of a young son of the alleged incest with his 3 children in central Wellington have anus property. Recently, a former prostitute Thai living in Christchurch at the time and in fact still. Arms woman deals brothel to be there to get married, but for a limited time there. Was recently diagnosed with the disease transmission sexual. We plan to marry as soon as possible. And now my promise on their knowledge of the industry with the opening of its own red zone is considering work as a manager. I hope my 2 sisters would be interested to join our team, the prostitution team one. Although I would prefer not to prostitute themselves, at least in his own way, and we hope to get heroin. My problem is this. I love my promise and hope to bring your family, and of course, I want to be completely honest with her. My brother need to talk about is Manchester United fan. That was... This man needs help. This guy needs help.
Yep. So that's gonna about wrap it up today. If you guys enjoy this, please let me know in the comments or leave a like or subscribe. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. We're probably gonna do this sometime in the future. Probably not any near future. It's whenever I come to this guy's Felipe's house, whenever that be. But yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next one.
Felipe out. Peace.